Today's video is sponsored by the team over at CoinMiningCentral.com. With crypto mining hardware prices falling, right now is the best time to snag that ASIC miner you always wanted. I've been working with the team at CoinMining Central for over a year now and will continue to put my trust in their brand for ASIC purchases. CoinMining Central always has stock in my favorite Bitcoin, Scrypt, Kadena, and 𝐀𝐒𝐈𝐂 ASIC miners for super reasonable and competitive prices. Finally, if you do have one of these rare situations where hardware is problematic, all ASICs come with the manufacturer warranty to ease your concerns. Looking for a well-established, trusted, and safe way to purchase an ASIC? Look no further than CoinMining Central. Go check out CoinMining Central today via the link in the video description down below, as well as save $120 at checkout with the discount code 𝐻𝐵HOBBYISTMiner. What's going on, miners, and welcome back to the Hobbyist Miner channel. Well, I've been spending all of my time over the last several months over at my new ASIC shed. And it's awesome. It's turned out really, really cool. I think we're almost at about 12 ASICs over there. But now it's got me really thinking, now that shed's up and running and we're hashing away, it's like, what about this shed? And there's a ton of hardware I have in here that, I'll be honest, there's some of it that I need to decommission. There's some of it I need to sell. And there's some stuff I need to get back in this shed and make room for it. So today we're doing a little spring cleaning and we're going to empty our entire shed into the basement and review it. And I'd love your feedback on what hardware that I'm going to show you I should keep, decommission, maybe till the next bull run, we'll see, sell, or do we get up and mining? So let's go ahead and head out to the shed. All right. Something I haven't shown you guys, I don't think, on camera yet, is the fact that we've gone ahead and actually gotten a second shed, but it will not be for mining. So take a look. Shed number 2. We built this wall. Well, I didn't build it. I hired someone. We got this pad built. We had to move our AC unit here. And then on top of that, here's the shed. It's a 12 by 8. I'm actually in the process of kind of filling out this ground here. I have to rebuild this ramp that you guys see here because you can see it's a little bit short. Doesn't quite fit at the bottom of the top. This is one that came with it. But this will be an entire shed for lawn and garden type of stuff. Riding mower, snow blower, all that stuff. My wife would kill me if I turned it into mining. But here is our crypto mining shed over here. You guys might think of the gap in there. There's a nice little gap in between there. So allows that heat that comes out of it to dissipate. But this is our crypto mining shed. If you guys have not seen it, I built this the other year. It's been rocking. Mostly now is some of our smaller stuff in here. GPU mining rigs, smaller ASICs like Jazz Miner, stuff like that. Used to have ASICs in here and it was crazy loud. This is a little bit more, should we say, acceptable as a home miner. And then over here is actually where we're working on our immersion system. So we got our pad built. We have our fog hashing dry cooler in here, which has worked out really, really well. And we're going to be actually piping everything into the back of this here in an upcoming video. Well, let's go ahead and head inside and I'll show you guys what we're working with. All right. All right, so let's jump inside our shed here. I can't wait to empty this. I haven't emptied this entirely until I built it. So down below, we have a number of all the GPU mining rigs across the bottom. We have a QNAP NAS unit server. This is the 𝐀𝐒𝐈𝐂. My son's rig, which isn't up and running right now. I want to get that up and running. Jazz Miner, Ice Rivers. Got some L3s up here, another Jazz Miner, some 𝐀𝐻 over here. And then we used to have that one ASIC down here, but it's entirely pulled out. So my goal today in this video is to get everything emptied out. I'll open it all up to show it to you guys. But first, I want to get all of this entirely out of my shed and in the basement. Oh man, I was starting to like wonder like how long it's been since I actually like took everything out of this shed and cleaned it, and I don't know when it was. I really don't. So look at all this. So you'd think this is dirt, right? That is all piles of bugs and gnats. Oh my word. The GPUs were just filled with pollen and gnats and bugs. That was it. So pulled out all of our Ethernet and all of our power. We left a little bit in here because I do have a server with some of my core wallets on it, as well as QNAP unit has a bunch of other stuff on there as well for video editing and all. But yeah, everything's cleared out. You can see everything in here. So if you're wondering, you know, I learned a lot from my ASIC shed versus this shed. You know, this shed, I put all the PDUs in the middle, put all the Ethernet in the middle, and it ended up creating a rat's nest. Now, as you guys can see, all the cables are different lengths, so that didn't help out my situation. So I am going to try to brainstorm ideas on how to redo this. Also, different rack, like a different rack setup as well on heights and everything, to figure out the best way to optimize this as well as clean it up. Now, we do have 5 30 amp 240 volt in here, so we have about 28,800 watts available to us. If we use all of it, that'll get us down below, I think we'll be about below 7 cents. So I do want to optimize this the best we can. Right now, as you can see, we have 5 of our PDUs just hanging out. So we got work to do. Let's go inside and show you guys what we took out. All right. We got a little bit of stuff. Don't judge me. We're going to go through it all. This is everything I had in the shed, as well as stuff that I have sitting here ready to be deployed or decommissioned for right now during the bear market. All right, so I'm going to give you a tour. So right here, this is the S19 XP. We were prepping it for immersion. If you guys saw some of my previous videos, I do have inside here, this is the S19J Pro, the 100 terahash unit. That's actually fully prepped and ready to go. I've been testing them. I need to get firmware on them. But this unit we're going to be installing this upcoming weekend, which will be awesome. The gear over here is my cousin's that I host for him. So he does pay me. I just charge him the straight up rate for electric. An L3 running the Hive firmware. This is an interesting rig. He's had this since a while, a few years now. Look at those, 4 1060s. This is another 1060, 1080, 1060, and 1080 as well. It's the Founders Edition there. And then look at that, the original. This is one of those 𝐂𝐳 boxes. This is a 𝐂𝐳. That's a mini Doge. So he pays me to keep running them, so we're running them. So we got quite a few different GPU rigs here. I'm not going to go through every single card in them. We'll go at a high level. So in this Octominer here, this is my Flux rig that I've had running. It's a variety of 1070 Ti's and also 2060s and 2060 Supers. By the way, before we get too far into this, take some notes. What do you guys recommend we keep, we mine, we sell, or that we box up for the next bull run? Love your feedback as we run through this. Next rig here, this one's in a Polo Miner case. This is a variety. We have 6600s, 6600 XTs. We have a 6500 XT. I think I might put that in my kid's rig for his gaming. And then finally, we have a 6600 there at the end. Let's go work from the back here. So this is in the Miner Dude case. These are 3060s and 3060 Ti's, a variety through here, as you guys can see. Over here, this is one of the dirtiest rigs. Oh my gosh. This one is all of the MSI Gamer X. These are some of my favorite ones for the RGB, and they also look like fighter jets. These are the MSI Twin 7s, and these are the 1660 Ti's, all matching. Over here, this is our 12 GPU Octominer case. These are all 6600s. Now, a few different brands. They're not all the same. Power colors in here. A variety of different other ones in here, but these are all 6600s in this case here. Some of those Hellhounds, I know some of you guys are antsy on the Hellhounds. There's the Hellhounds. Over here, this is probably one that I'm going to decommission, I'm thinking. So these are all 580s, and the reason I'm going to decommission them is because I have other GPUs that I could be mining with right now that are much newer. much beefier. We'll go over those in a second, but these are all 580s. Over here, this is all 3070s, all along here. Let's walk over there, get a closer look. We'll come back over. So these are those Galax ones, some of my favorite 3070s through here. And then we have some other ones, Gigabyte down here at the end as well. All 3070s in this one. All right, so that's these guys here. Let's work over here. 2 KS0s, one fully stock, one with the fans replaced. We have my L3 Plus. I think it's time to decommission that one. Not profitable whatsoever. Here's my Grand Miner, the G1 Mini. I've been running that because it uses barely any watts. We have 4 of the 𝐴𝐿𝐿 boxes. Those I've had mining Ethereum Classic on a mineable, getting paid out in 𝐴𝐿𝐿𝐵. We then have a Jazz Miner. This is the X4, right? X4Q. I've had that on 2 miners, mining Ethereum Classic and getting paid out in Bitcoin. We then have the newer unit from Jazz Miner, the Jazz Miner X16Q. So much beefier. That one, same thing, on 2 miners, getting paid out in Bitcoin. This is the 𝐴𝐿𝐿 Hydro back in here. This has been on Octaspace and also ZIL. The X41U, as Rabid Mining calls it, the Mosquito Miner. We did replace the fans there, thanks to some of the video that Chump Change had did on this, removing the high pitch fans. This is my son's rig, and I do want to get this up and running for him. It's been down for months. That is my fault. We have a variety of different cards, 580s, 570s, 1660s, you know, all those older ones, but I'll pay the electric and let him mine and hodl that Bitcoin. Every few weeks he stops in with me and says, hey, how much Bitcoin do I have? He's been loving the pump recently, so I don't mind. I want to get that in a server case. It would just be so much more easier to manage from a density perspective. Okay, so everything over here is not mining or wasn't mining in the shed, but I wanted to go through it. So Gold Shell KD Max, one of my bigger mistakes, massive paperweight, entirely not profitable right now. This is the 𝐴𝐿𝐿 X1. Now, thing does well, hashes well, similar to the 𝐴𝐿𝐿 boxes over there, but it requires a PC or this little Raspberry Orange. I think I just need to get it up and running. You know, super efficient, Ethereum Classic miner. I can get that paid out in 𝐴𝐿𝐿 or other items on Unmineable. Over here, this is from my heat bit. Remember my heat bit I took apart? And I bought the parts to get this reassembled just to say we did it. It was a lot of fun, a little fun project. Had to buy like a new chassis for it. Had to get the fans for it. Swapped in a new power supply, but the hash board, cache boards, and control boards were all in the heat bit. That one, I'm actually going to do a video coming up here on installing brains on it and then lowering it down to like 300 watts and solo mine with it. So that's what I'm thinking about doing with it. An X5, this one does not work. There's actually an issue with it, doesn't mine. You actually get an error that there's something wrong with the memory. So I need to figure out what I'm going to do with that or just scrap it. What do you guys think? All right, so all these gold shells. So let's talk about these real quick. So I'm not going to go through all of them. These are all Dogecoin miners, the mini Doge original ones with the wireless. Then on the one on the end and the one on the end are the mini Doge 2s. We have an SC box 2 actually, and a HS box with its handshake. Some of you guys have asked me about this one, a Starcoin miner, man. This thing uses like 60 watts. Crazy, I should just have it on. A CK box 2. And then these 3 are all Kadena. The 2 on the ends are the KD box 2s. The one in the middle is the KD Pro. So GPUs, we have these GPUs, and I do have 8 6700 XTs on their way. So I definitely want to get a home for one of those. So I got to think like, okay, what other GPUs can I retire? You know, if I put the 6700 XTs in where those 580s are maybe. And then over here, so we have our Radeon 7. Definitely needs a home. Get this puppy on Dynex. These are all 3070s. I've actually been moving through cleaning them. A little sticker on the bottom says cleaned. I think I have 2 left. I've been doing those during live streams. Over here, we have the Sapphire Pulse X080s. And these are mining specific GPUs. They have 10 gigabytes. They're very similar to 6700s, 10 gigabytes. So I want to get these mining and replace some of the GPUs over here. I mean, especially on Dynex with the 10 gigabytes would be great. This card came extra when I got these from Hawk. This was the 5700 XT. So we do have that one as well. So I think that's everything. I think we got through it. So these GPUs definitely need homes. 3070s, 0x80s, the 6700s on their way. Man, these guys, I'm like, do I just hodl these till the bull run and sell them off? These guys is just crazy. Like that KD Max, so I just hold that for like one day in the next 5 years that KD, you know, that Kadena pops and hey, we got something good. But oh my word, look at all this hardware. So I do need to swap some stuff out. I do need to box some stuff up. As I said, I think the 580s will be one of the first moves I do. Love your feedback down below, guys. Let me know. I know I went through a ton. I love to hear your honest feedback, what I do, what I should decommission. Should I sell any of it? Should I keep, you know, what should I do? I want your feedback. So leave comments directly down below. All right, guys, that is going to do it for today. If you enjoyed this video and you want to follow up on what we do from here, go ahead and click that thumbs up, click that bell, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.